Hello everybody then, and welcome back to the VALVIK Marble League. The preparations for Season 3 are almost complete, and we're ready to start off with the highly anticipated New Teams Friendly Round. Hello everybody then, and welcome back then to the VALVIK Marble League. My name as always is Frankie, and today we have the New Teams Friendly, which puts our 8 new teams from Season 3 in 6 VALVIK Marble League events, one of which is brand new. Hopes are high for these rookies, as some of them come from all over the world, some even from other competitions. But either way, let's get to meet our new teams. The events today are as follows. We got the relay, funnel endurance, halfpipe sprint, long jump, the brand new team pursuit, and rounding it off with 8 laps of the marathon. We start off first with event number 1, the relay. Starting off then with heat number 1, Cybercruit, Grimroses, Clockworks, and Shock Current. And they're off. It's a good start there for Shock Current going into lane number 1. Lane 2 there, Grimroses. Extending that advantage there. It will not happen. And the Grimroses will finish ahead. Shock Current in second. Big gap there to third place Cybercrew. Clockworks will finish in last. But we've seen from previous relay runnings just how important those handoffs are. And Grimroses there on lane 2, judging those handoffs very well there. Shock Current manages to stay home and come home in second. Cybercrew and Clockworks are eliminated. Heat 2 now with Royal Jesters, Pyre Prowlers, Bubblegum Ballers, and the Rollives. And it's a good start there for the Pyre Prowlers there. Royal Jesters, lane 1, closing that gap there, but it's not happening. Bubblegum Ballers are coming back there on lane 3, and they will overtake the Jesters. And at the line there, they will overtake the Pyre Prowlers as well. They both advance. Royal Jesters there miss out. Rollives not even in that fight. They lost momentum very badly there. But you saw that last handoff, the anchor leg, was very important there for the Bubblegum Ballers there. Of course, Bubblegum Ballers, not necessarily a rookie team, but because they're a new name, they're allowed to compete. It's also a good benchmark for these other rookies. Placement race now with Cybercrew, Clockworks, Jesters, and the Rollives. And it's a good start there for the Rollives there. Lane 4, extending that gap there are the Rollives there. Clockworks trying to gain momentum there, but it's not happening. And the Rollives will finish in 5th. Clockworks, and then Royal Jesters, and the Cybercrew. After a decent start somewhat, the Cybercrew lost momentum pretty badly there, and the Royal Jesters were able to overtake them on those last few handoffs there. But again, a very separated the race for first and for third. Let's see if that happens then in the final, which will feature the Grimroses, Shock Current, Bubblegum Ballers, and Pyre Prowlers. And they're off. It's a good start for the Ballers there. Grimroses, lane 1, they overtake now. They take the lead now. Grimroses again extending that gap there. It's not happening. Grimroses will win this event. Bubblegum Ballers will come home in second. Pyre Prowlers, and then the Shock Current. But once again, the Grimroses showing their dominance in this event. Bubblegum Ballers, not a bad start either, but then at those handoffs, the crucial handoffs there, were what gave the Grimroses this win. Pyre Prowlers then come home in third, and Shock Current round out the top 4. And then in 5th, we've got the Rollives, the Clockworks, the Jesters, and the Cybercrew. But it's the Grimroses that start off on the right foot by winning the first event. As we move on then to the funnel endurance, and this will be the last time we will run this format of the funnel endurance, as we've got a brand new layout for the qualifiers and for Season 3. But meanwhile, we've already gone off now, and it's a good start there for the Cybercrew. Now the Pyre Prowlers in the lead there. Bubblegum Ballers, they're already in the 3rd funnel there. And as I said, the Cybercrew already making it to last, almost there. Everybody jostling for position there. Remember, in the funnel endurance, it's important to stay to be as slow as possible. This is not an event about speed. This is an event about staying slow and making sure that you are as far away from everybody else as possible, because contact with other marbles will make you go faster, will make you lose speed and drop through these funnels here, as the Shock Current entered the first of the yellow funnels there, followed by everybody else actually. Everybody very close to one another into the second yellow funnel now. There's no clear leader whatsoever. Briefly there, the Ballers were in the lead there, as meanwhile the Grimroses dropped down massively there with the Clockworks and the Royal Jesters now. Shock Current entering as well. It's the Pirate Prowlers somewhat. A lot of contact here in these yellow funnels. These are very, very fast funnels here, these yellow funnels. But meanwhile, it's still the Grim Roses. They are not being able to get any momentum there. They've constantly been the last now, as the Royal Jesters entered this last yellow funnel now, almost entering the red there. But it will be the Pirate Prowlers after being in the lead. They're down to last right now. And meanwhile, the Grim Roses, as I say, that good recovery to be in first at the moment. They enter the red funnel now, and these funnels are crucial because they're very long and very, very slow. Meanwhile, then it's the Royal Jesters with the Grim Roses and the Bubblegum Ballers now in the lead briefly there. It's still the Bubblegum Ballers though, as the Shock Current enters the penultimate funnel. No, it's the Royal Jesters. They mess up massively and they drop down to last into the last funnel. Now will enter almost the Shock Current there. No, it will. Yes, it will be the Shock Current with the Royal Jesters there. This will determine the finishers. Remember, if you finish first, you're last. Who will finish in last now? Oh, it's very close between these two. Bubblegum Ballers enter now. And the Royal Jesters mess up, and they will finish in last. Pirate Prowlers will come in 7th. And then, oh, it's the Grim Roses, Clockworks, Rollives, Shock Current, and it's now the top 2. The Cyber Crew mess up, and they will not win it. It's the Bubblegum Ballers. They managed to hold on to win the event. Talk about showing these rookies up. The only team in here with actual VALVIK Marble League experience. Of course, they were formerly known as the Elegant Lilies. They show these rookies how it's done. And that was a very, very interesting event there. A lot of contact there, especially in those yellow funnels. Very crucial there. Grim Roses mess up, jump over the Clockworks there to lose what would essentially would have been a top 4 finish. Cyber Crew were very quiet but messed up at the worst possible moment, which gifted the Bubblegum Ballers the win. So then, once again, Bubblegum Ballers, Cyber Crew, Shock Current, Rollives, Clockworks, Grim Roses, Pirate Prowlers, and Royal Jesters round out the top 8. And in the overall standings then, the Bubblegum Ballers take the lead with 15 points, Grim Roses and Shock Current tied on 11, Rollives, Cyber Crew, Pirate Prowlers, Clockworks, and Royal Jesters as we move on then to event 3, the Halfpipe Sprint. Halfpipe Sprint, of course, an event of speed, but also an event of teamwork. That's why we have 2 marbles from each team on each side. What matters isn't necessarily where you finish, it also matters where you are in comparison to your teammate there. But meanwhile, it's a good start there for the Rollives. They're already in the 3rd set of half-pipes. Clockworks there as well, Grim Roses, and the Royal Jesters. Clockworks now enter, Grim Roses also enter very, very quickly there. In the last half-pipe now, the Rollives will finish in first, Clockworks, and then a Grim Rose member. Rollives, Grim Roses, the Royal Jesters will finish last and 3rd to last. With a Clockwork marble in the middle there. Of course, now we have to determine who out of the 3, out of the 4 will advance. It is a heat-based event, so the top 2 will advance based on the final score you have at the end. And let's check the results now. And it will be the Rollives and the Grim Roses. Clockworks miss out, and the Royal Jesters with only a 6. Heat 2 now with the Pirate Prowlers, Bubblegum Ballers, Shock Current, and Cyber Crew. And they're off. It's a fast start there for the Pirate Prowlers there. Cyber Crew also there as well. Oh, Bubblegum Ballers there. A lot of contact there. They're already in the 2nd set of half-pipes as they enter the 3rd set of half-pipes now. Oh, very, very quickly here is this member of the Bubblegum Ballers there. With the 2nd member pretty far away behind there. But now they're making their way over as well. Will they finish first? They will finish first. Let's see who the 2nd finisher is. It's a Pirate Prowlers and then the 2 Cyber Crew. No! Oh, massive mistake there by the Cyber Crew. They allow the Bubblegum Ballers and the Shock Current to enter as well. They will finish in last, which means that the Cyber Crew is pretty much out, given that the Bubblegum Ballers are in a good position. Shock Current finished 1 next to another, which will give them full points for separation, or should I say, lack of separations, and they will advance alongside the Bubblegum Ballers. Pirate Prowlers and Cyber Crew are out. We'll compete now for the placement race. Into the spinner now they go. And they're off. It's a good start there for the Clockworks. Royal Jesters there as well. Everybody's still in the 2nd set. First set. No, in the 2nd set now go the Royal Jesters and the Pirate Prowlers there. Royal Jesters one next to another there. Will they hold each other up? They are holding each other up a little bit. Clockworks there almost in the last half-pipe now. Can they finish? They will finish in first. Royal Jesters will finish in 2nd. And then it's the Cyber Crew and then the Pirate Prowlers. Another Clockwork, another Royal Jester, and again the Cyber Crew messing up at the worst possible scenario. Will they finish in last? I'm not quite sure, but it's a very diverse set. I don't think there's going to be any points giving out for separation, because they all have more than 3 marbles between each of their teammates there. So let's see the final scores then. And it will be the Clockworks in 5th, Royal Jesters, Cyber Crew, and Pyre Prowlers just about missed out on 7th. As we get to the final now, it's the Rolivs, Grimroses, Shakuran, and the Bubblegum Ballers. Same lineup as we had in the relay, well, almost. The Rolivs are here. Let's see who will get a good start there. It is the Bubblegum Ballers once again with a very good start there. Look at back-to-back, separated by a member of the Grimroses there, but it's not happening. It's a good movement for the Grimroses, good movement for the Bubblegum Ballers as well. Rolivs are also there in the mix as well. Into the last half-pipe, who will finish in first? It's the Rolivs, followed by the Grimroses, and then it's the two Shakuran. They're one by another. This is going to be very, very close there, because the Shakuran have finished middle of the pack there, but crucially with points for separation, they will get that full 3 points. You know, everybody else struggling a little bit in that department. Let's see where they will finish. And it will be the Shakuran. By 1 point over the Rolivs, they will take the win. For Event 3, Grimroses will finish in 3rd, Bubblegum Ballers only in 4th. But that was a brilliant result there for the Shakuran, who out of nowhere took that win only based on separation by 1 point. Not bad. Let's move on then to Event 4, the long jump. Starting off then with the Royal Jesters, currently in last. Let's see what they can do. Of course, remember the long jump. All 4 members will go down this ramp, and they will jump to try to go as long as possible into this little water basin here. It's a decent jump. We haven't really seen too much from the Royal Jesters yet so far during this friendly. Let's see what score this gives them. We'll also compare them directly with the results from the VALVIK Marble League from last season. It's a 39.25. This is about middling ground for the Royal Jesters. Let's see what the Pyre Prowlers can do. Rolling now. Very slow down the ramp. Of course, doesn't really matter. But the jump itself isn't all that good. And this will be a worse one than the Royal Jesters. Yeah, look at, they went higher than they went longer. Unfortunate for the Pyre Prowlers. They only at 37.75 behind the Royal Jesters in 2nd. Cyber Crew now. And on the platform now. Oh, it's a good jump there for that third member there. Watch the marble on the far right there. You know, everybody else, some are even behind the 5. That was the captain there behind the 5. You know, everybody else between that 5 and 10 area. Definitely a better run from what we've seen so far. A 40.5, but still compared to the runs from the main league, nothing too special. Let's see what the Clockworks can do. But the runs are getting better and better as we move on through this event. And it's a better run there from the Clockworks. One member goes above 25. Everybody else, though, behind the 10. This will be a better run than the last 3, but will it be good enough to hold a good position with 4 runs to go? It's a 44.5. Again, a very middling run compared to what we've seen from the VALVIK Marble League, from the main league. Let's see what the Rolivs can do. Oh, that is a very good run there from the Rolivs. 3 members above 15, 2 above 20. That is going to be a very high run there from the Rolivs. Rolling down the track beautifully there and judging the rotation of the spinner perfectly to land in the water basin with a very, very decent score. It's a 62.25. That is about what to expect from these types of runs if you want to win. Let's see what the Grimroses can do now. And it looks to be an even better run from the Grimroses. 1 above 25, 1 above 20. Let's see how it stacks up against the Rollers, but that is looking very good there from the Grimroses, who have once again shown some very, very decent potential in this friendly round. But let's check the final score now. And they do take the lead, 64.75 for the Grimroses. Shakuran now, second to last run of this event. Oh, and that is a very poor run there from Shakuran. Wow, that is a disaster there for the team. They did not judge the rotation of the spinner at all. They went headfirst into it and, well, messed up entirely. Only 3 members, all of them behind the 10. It's a 19.5. This is the worst score we've seen from the long jump so far. Let's move on then to the last run. Bubblegum Ballers. Let's see what they can do. They're off now. And it's a decent run there from the Bubblegum Ballers. What about the 25? What about the 20? Once again, a decent score. But the problem is they have 2 members that are around that 5 area. That's going to be very little points from those 2. But meanwhile, those 2 will carry the rest of the score. Let's see what they can come up with. And it's only 3rd with a 58. And the Grim Roses will do it once again. That's their 2nd gold in this friendly round. Rollips come in 2nd. Bubblegum Ballers. And then the Clockworks in 4th. Shock Current in last. And in the overall standings then, the Ballers still only 1 point behind the ahead of the Grim Roses. Rollips take 3rd. Shock Current, Clockworks. And then Cyber Crew, Power Prowlers, and Royal Jesters round out the overall standings. As we move on then to the brand new event of Team Pursuit, which works as you would expect. The teams will go one by one into this little track we have set up for them. But this time the difference is instead of being the first to finish, the 3rd mover from each team will have to finish ahead of the other. And of course the teams compete not only with head-to-head but also with each other. So in the Shock Current and Rollers, let's see what they can do now. Going down this little track, you've seen it. It's a very familiar track from these marbles, being featured also in the marathon as well. Let's see watch that 3rd marble there, and it's going to be a very easy win there for the Shock Current. You don't even need a photo finish for that. The Rollers there were very disorganized. Shock Current and that 3rd marble was a lot better. And yeah, look at that. The difference is massive. And it's then a 940 for the Shock Current, 10-12 for the Rollips. Run 2 now with the Prowlers and Cyber Crew. And remember, these teams also compete with each other. They compete head-to-head, but also with everybody else running in this event. So there's no heats, there's no elimination. It's just a one and done, and it's going to be a win for the Cyber Crew, just ahead of the Pirate Prowlers there. Watch the replay now. And yeah, you'll see there that the Cyber Crew. But let's see if it's faster than the run from the Shock Current. Watching the photo finish now, you can see the difference. Watching the results now, and they take the lead, 938. Pirate Prowlers 945. Run 3 now, Grim Roses and the Royal Jesters now. Of course, it's in this event, it's all about setting up for that last little push down this ramp here. And it's going to be, very close actually between these 2. Royal Jesters had some difficulties at the start where they swapped the 2nd and 3rd marble. Of course, at the line there, the 3rd marble at that time will be the one that counts. But it will be a close win there for the Grim Roses, marginally ahead of the Royal Jesters there. It's a 10.03, 10.07 for the Jesters as we move on then to the final run with the Ballers and Clockworks. These times are very, very marginal, but they matter all that much in the end. And meanwhile, the Clockworks, very big separation there. The Bubblegum Ballers a lot more held together there. And I think it might be it's actually a lot closer than before. Let's see who will be the winner in the end there. I think it might be the Clockworks, marginally ahead of the Ballers there. Let's see it. And yeah, look at that. The Clockworks managed to get to the finish line before the Bubblegum Ballers, and they will finish in 4th. Ballers only in 6th, which means the Cyber Crew will do it in the Team Pursuit. Shock Current in 2nd, Pirate Prowlers, and then the Clockworks, Grim Roses, Bubblegum Ballers, Royal Jesters, and the Rollers as we move on then to the final event. Let's see the overall standings there, and the top 2 are tied on points. Whoever finishes ahead will win. Shock Current there, not that far behind either, with the Rollers in 4th with 24. Let's move on then to the final event, the Marathon. We've got 8 laps at the Valiance circuit with the Royal Jesters starting in 1st. Joker will be in 1st. Bubblegum Ballers and Grim Roses in last. As lights turn green now. And they're off. It's a good start from the Grim Roses there. Cyber Crew taking it out of turn 1 there. Grim Roses in 2nd. Clockworks in 3rd. And Grim Roses now taking it out in turn 4 now. It's Grim Roses, Cyber Crew, Pirate Prowlers, Clockworks, Shock Current, Bubblegum Ballers, Jesters, and the Rollives as the Jesters now take last. Remember, for the friendly round, whoever will finish ahead of the other. And now, right now, it's Grim Roses and Bubblegum Ballers, the top two as we enter lap 2 now. It's Spine, followed by Grim Roses, followed by Bubblegum Ballers. Cybercrew now take third back. But meanwhile, it's still Grim Roses. But they struggle. They're slow out of turn 4. Look at that, top 3 marbles there. Grim Roses was 3 positions. They're now down in 4th. Cybercrew take the lead now. Cybercrew could also be in for a win in the friendly round here. But the Power Prowlers now take the lead with the Bubblegum Ballers in second. The Ballers now are contenders for the win of the friendly round as we enter into lap 3 now. It's still the Power Prowlers, but they're hounded by these other 2 now as the Cybercrew takes second. Grim Roses right behind there. They still have a chance to finish in first or in third. They need to finish ahead of the Ballers. The Roll-Lives right behind them as well as the Road Justice. Beautiful move there to take 5th. But meanwhile, Power Prowlers are extend that gap there as we enter into lap 4. But crucially, the Grim Roses take third ahead of the Bubblegum Ballers there. Halfway done with the race here. Royal Justice coming at the Grim Roses here for a pass for third place as we enter into turn 4. Again, issues there for the Grim Roses, but also for the Royal Justice there. But meanwhile, look at that. The Power Prowlers are slow. Cybercrew take the lead now. And the Grim Roses take second. Power Prowlers lost the lead in 2 turns there. Roll-Lives now up to 4th. But look at hounding there are the Grim Roses for that lead now as we enter into lap 5. Cybercrew still marginally ahead of the Grim Roses, but they gain that little bit of momentum there. Roll-Lives now take third. Bubblegum Ballers down in 5th right now. They are not going to win the friendly round. Down in 6th, I should say, as they get overtaken by the Royal Justice. And the Grim Roses take the lead with a beautiful move off screen that we barely even got to see. They will take the lead. Cybercrew now in second. Roll-Lives now still in third. And it's still the Power Prowlers. They lost a lot of momentum, a lot of ground there. Meanwhile, the Bubblegum Ballers, they're hounded there by the Shotgun. Will they be up to 7th? No, just marginally they're still ahead. And they're still behind the Royal Justice now as well, crucially, as the Clockworks now still in last. Meanwhile, Power Prowlers, they're getting attacked. No, look at, oh, beautiful move there by the Bubblegum Ballers there. Can they make it stick? Oh, barely there. They're now up to 4th. Power Prowlers still down to 5th. Royal Justice down to 6th. As we enter into penultimate lap now, it's still the Grim Roses. They had a bad start, but then made it up beautifully there. They lost a little bit of momentum there. Will the Cybercrew be able to catch up now? We're not sure. Let's see it. Oh, beautifully there. Cybercrew now take the lead. Grim Roses now down to 2nd. Still crucially, no, but they take the lead back there. Crucially there, ahead of the Bubblegum Ballers there. Of course, it will not matter if you're first. You are first. You will win regardless. As we enter now the last lap, it's the Grim Roses up to 1st. Cybercrew, Bubblegum Ballers, Roll-Lives, Power Prowlers, Royal Jesters, and the Shotgun and the Clockwork. Shotgun there will lose 3rd in the friendly round if they do not get a move on there. But as we enter in the last few turns, it is the Grim Roses. They had a beautiful race there as the Roll-Lives now take 3rd. But it will not matter then as they round out the last few turns. And the Grim Roses round out the banking to win the marathon and the friendly round. Cybercrew come in 2nd. Roll-Lives, Bubblegum Ballers, Royal Jesters, Power Prowlers, and then the last 2 will be the Shotgun and the Clockworks. But well done then to Spine of the Grim Roses. They will win the marathon with a beautiful race. A lot of fighting there with Bite of the Cybercrew. Sorry, with Kilo of the Cybercrew. But it is then exactly what they needed. They finished ahead of the Bubblegum Ballers and they finished in 1st to cap off a beautiful friendly round from this team with 4 medals out of 6 events. Well done then to the Bubblegum Ballers. They will finish in 2nd, and by my calculations, the 3rd place spot will be taken by the Roll-Lives. But then in the marathon, it will be the Grim Roses, Cybercrew, Roll-Lives, Bubblegum Ballers, Royal Jesters, Shotgun, Power Prowlers, and the Clockworks. And in the overall standings then, the Grim Roses take it by 1 point over the Bubblegum Ballers. Roll-Lives in 3rd with Shotgun and 4th. Congratulations to our podium finishers, Roll-Lives, Bubblegum Ballers, and the winners of the friendly round, the Grim Roses. Well done then to the Grim Roses for winning the friendly round. Congratulations also to the Bubblegum Ballers and the Roll-Lives. But also well done to every team that competed today. But that is it from the friendly round. We've seen how D6 events affected the standings, and we're super excited to show you what's coming up next, which is the qualifiers for Season 3. We hope to see you there. Goodbye and have a nice rest of the day.